Dear students, I welcome you again in grade 9 and today we are going to start our fifth unit, that is the name of our unit is the green skills. I hope you all are fine and stay at home. Dear students, today we are also going to start our second term syllabus. So kindly listen the video very carefully and reading the text and chapter thoroughly from the book. So now let's start with our first chapter from unit 5th. The name of our chapter is the environment protection and conservation. So the introduction part of our chapter is that our earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's deed. So it is our duty that we can save our environment. So we were born to help the world, not to destroy the world. So it is our duty that we can save our earth and we can save our environment. So why we are destroying the environment? So stop destroying the environment and save our mother earth. So the environment is something that you are very familiar with. So it's everything that makes up our surroundings and affects our ability to live on the earth. Environment provides the air we breathe, the water that covers most of the earth's surface, the plants and animals around us and many much more things. So basically this is the introduction part of environment. The word environment is derived from the French word envire, which means the area in which we live. So it comprises of various types of surroundings: air, water, plant, animals, etc. So whatever we see in our surroundings makes the environment, like chair, table, park, newspaper, all are the things are included in the component of environment. So the World Environment Day celebrated on 5th June every year. So our next question arises that what are the different classifications of the environment? So environment can be divided into two types: natural environment and a man-made environment. So let's discuss these two types one by one. First of all, the natural environment. It includes all living and non-living things that are occurring naturally on the earth. So examples of natural environment are air, water, land, living things, etc. Now our second component is the human made or man made environment. The human made environment includes human activities and their interactions with the abiotic components. It comprises of the structures that was made by humans, such as houses, buildings, parks, bridges, roads, etc. So this is the building of your school, and this is also the example of a human made environment. Why? Because this building was made by a human being. That's why it is the example of a human made environment. So the natural environment refers to both biotic plants, which includes plants and animals, and the human environment refers to the activities which are the creation and interactions among the human beings. So students, this is the basic difference between natural environment and a human environment. So these are the various components which are included in the human environment and a natural environment. So next one is that what are the components of environment? It includes two components, biotic and abiotic. Basically biotic includes all living things like plants, animals, bacteria, and second one is the abiotic, which includes non-living things like water, soil, light, air. So the biotic means the word of living organism or all the living things which are present in or on the earth, and the abiotic includes all the non-living elements like water, rock, air, etc. So our next question arises that what is the meaning of an ecosystem? Basically, an ecosystem is a group of living and non-living components which are interdependent on each other. So all plants, animals and human beings are dependent on their immediate environment and they are interdependent on each other. So this is called the ecosystem. So this is the example of a ecosystem. It includes fishes, plants, duck, water, etc. How it is example of ecosystem? Because a pond or a lake is an ecosystem which includes both biotic and non-biotic components. Here biotic components includes fishes, plants, and abiotic components includes stone, water. So this is the basic example of a ecosystem. So this slide shows that there is a relation between a environment and human being. So it is the duty of a human being that they can save our environment and make it clean and beauty. So there is also relation between man and environment. Why? Because it is the duty of a human being that they can save the earth and save the environment. So now our next question arises that what is the meaning of ecological imbalance? Basically, ecological imbalance means anything that attempts to alter the balance of the ecosystem and can threaten the existence of that ecosystem. This is called the ecological imbalance. So there are the various types of reasons for ecological imbalance like deforestation, overpopulation, overexploitation of natural resources, habitat destructions, environmental pollution, greenhouse effect. So these are the various reasons which causes the ecological imbalance. Now, dear students, question arises that why should we conserve the natural resources? It is very important that we should conserve natural resources like mountains, rivers, oceans, etc. Why? Because at the beginning of human civilization, there was an abundance of natural resources on earth. So since everything was available in a very good and large amount of quantity, so humans did not think about their depletion of the resources. So it is the duty of a human being that they can save our environment and save the natural resources. Now question arises that what are natural resources? Natural resources are the material which gifted by the nature and we use them as a resources in our daily life. So mining, petroleum, fishing, forestry are the various example of our natural resources. So there are the various tips that we can save our natural resources. How? We should follow these steps. First one is the reduce, second one is the recycle the product, and third one is the reuse the product. So by following these three tips, we can easily save our environment. So in the end, I want to say that save our motherland. It is our duty that we can save our environment. Our environment is a very beautiful place which was given by the God. Thank you. Have a nice day.